Zoomcampers, good to see you. You don't need to sit down and listen to this. You can just have it on while you're pottering about. It will be there for you to watch again if you like, and I'll be giving you reminders through the month anyway. So there's lots I wanted to talk about really, so we're going to be here probably for about 3-4 minutes. So welcome to November, and thank you so much for being with me, and for the new ones that have come along and those that have been with me from the beginning. Amazing. It's really helping all of us, so thank you. So what's November bringing us? Well, we've got 3 challenges this month that are going to be theme, push-up challenge, inner thigh, adductors and waist whittler. So we've got paw, and each of those elements are going to be involved in every class. The format for the classes for November, for the Monday and the Wednesday, are going to be strength with optional cardio. Okay, so we're going to be looking at repeated exercises, and we're going to be working on those 50 seconds with a rest for 10, 4 times. So we're going to work for 4 minutes, and then interspersed is a minute's cardio or rest. I'm going to be giving you options as to how to use that minute to suit you. The main thing is that there's something for everybody to do, and that it's everybody's level. All right. By the way, my mic is a bit dodgy on this phone, but I didn't want to wait for Jason to borrow his phone because otherwise it wouldn't happen. Really, the theme for November is continuing with the winter proofing. We've been looking at quite a lot of things over the last few weeks that are going to help our health, physical and mental, to deal with this winter and the extra challenges that that this year brings. So just a little run through of those. Vitamin D, plenty of sleep, work on that. Plenty of water intake to support all your body's systems, 1.5 litres a day minimum. Get outside every day. Even if it's raining an awful out there, you need to get outside every day. If at all possible, do your exercise outside. If you can figure that out. I know some of you do, but if there's any way that you can do that, and if it's not the class, then do something outside every day. That's really important. Also concentrating on good food, and we've also talked about body brush, okay, for dry skin brushing. So any information on those that you need, extra information, give me a shout and I'll send you a link. Just remember that every little thing that you do to support your health makes a difference. So even if you feel like it doesn't, it does, because it does all build up. And I'm hoping that by the end of this winter, you'll feel like you've smashed it, and that you've been able to keep good health. But know that whatever happens, what you're doing to support your body and mind is doing you a lot of good. Okay, so anything extra that I can do to help you with that or to encourage you, please come to me, give me a shout, okay? So my little personal challenges for November are, I've decided to get better at eating my sauerkraut. I'll just show you what I'm using instead of probiotics. Did chat about this. Can you see that? Sorry, my light's sort of, I'm sitting in front of my sad light. There you go. So this is raw, unfermented, organic sauerkraut, which I should be using every day, and I've sort of fallen off the wagon a little bit. So number 1, I'm going to make sure I have some of that every day. And number 2 is that I also am going to go back to my daily body brushing, but I also found this, which is for your face. Mini body brush, face brush, bristles. So I'm going to do that every day, really, really softly, and see if I can avoid 50, which happens in March. So yeah, so good for your skin, face as well. So they're my 2 little challenges. Set yourself a couple of little challenges, guys, and if you miss a day, don't worry, but just go back to it the next day. Okay, keep at it, keep on it. Oh yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to mention was that with your food, so we've got the paw, right, and we're going to be looking at the W is waist whittling. So there's going to be lots of exercises to support your midriff, right? and to start toning that. Okay. Now, working muscles, as you know, if you've known me for any time at all, working your muscles in a consistent and structured way, like we do in the class, supports countless systems in your body, your immune system, your hormone balancing, your brain chemicals, your bone building, etc. The other thing it does is it can increase your metabolism. It can enable your body to access the stored fat to use as energy. Okay, so that's how weight work supports weight loss if you're looking to lose body fat. The exercises that we do to target those areas will help to strengthen the muscles that are in those areas, and as a result you may notice, especially if you're body brushing as well, an increase in skin tone in that area. The skin brushing also helps the body to break down the stored fat in that area so it can use it as energy. However, if you're looking to lose body fat in all those ways, it won't happen noticeably if you are in a calorie surplus. What does that mean? A calorie surplus means that you are taking in more calories than you burn on a weekly basis. Okay, so if this is one of your goals, I just want you to start thinking about maybe your food intake and start just being mindful, and start thinking about maybe if you do want to start using up some of those fat stores, how can you support that with your eating, and thinking about getting into a calorie deficit, which is just basically a posh way of saying eating a little bit less. Or not necessarily eating less, but consuming less calories than you burn. So if you want any more information on that, I'm very happy to talk about that, and how I do that. Look at my food, but only if I'm only going to be talking about food if you want to talk about food. All right, so that's just an extra thing. I think that's it really, guys. Any questions on that, give me a shout. Have I covered everything? Yeah, I just wanted to, I'm going to put it on the group as well, but if you're able to get hold of a yoga block or two for the classes in November, it would be really handy. I'll put a note on the group about that, and a link, because we're going to be using that piece of equipment quite a lot during November. So apart from that, let's smash November. I've taken up 8 minutes of your time after all, sorry, but not really, because I want to make sure that you remember the main thing, which is every little thing that you do helps. So every time you turn up for a class, and even if you just do 50% of that class, you'll have done something that supports you. Mentally, that helps you in a psychological way. Physically, that definitely helps you. Emotionally, as well. Okay, so let's look after ourselves this November. Thanks, guys, and I will see you at next time you turn up at a class.